everyone and happy Wednesday. I am back to finish this cute little ice cream shop page from Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford, and in her planner as well, which is where I am colouring it. We are coming in a lot closer. There are a lot of little details. Okay, now we have got to finish this sort of items and then these and then we're going to do the circles at the top, which I used to think were balloons, but now I think they might be what are they called, gobstoppers. I don't know if you call them that in other countries. I'm going to colour this strawberry first. This is number 2. Yes, I'm thinking they're gobstoppers. So this is Ergosoft number 2, by the way. You can use Staedtler Design Journey if you don't have the Ergos, or even any pencil really. This is just a slightly orangey red. Now we have a flower on this one. I think we'll just use, well, we don't have much choice in what we use because we don't have a big range of colour, but I'm going to use 25 for this one. I'm going to do the centre in the same colour. I'm confused as to what this is because a strawberry sauce makes sense, but what sauce would have a flower on it? I mean, this one I'm guessing is chocolate. Oh, I'm going to use 77 for the chocolate. Oops. But I don't know what the flower is. Now the actual packets, I'm struggling with what colour to do them, but I might, got a little label bit, we've got the top. I think the top we might do in silver as if it's a sort of special, jumped out my hand. Number 80, because I'm thinking maybe it's a special pouring top on our, it almost looks to me like the one you might put on top of a flower or a sugar jar, or even on the top of like an olive oil or something. That's why I'm doing it in metal, as if it's a special squirty top. I can't really describe any more better than that. The actual bottles, I'm going to do the label. I'm going to procrastinate even longer with 16. Gosh, this pencil feels sticky. It's probably not the best weather to be colouring with an Ergosoft. Now I need to do the strawberry top, which I'm going to do in number 5. Sorry, I didn't show you. 5. I'm going to do these as well. They match. I know one's a picture on a packet and one's a real strawberry, so why would they match? But it just makes sense to me. I think we'll do the bottles in a green, which is why I did the strawberry top first, so that I made sure I didn't pick the right colour, because we do have green food. Number 50, but I think we probably won't have anything this colour anywhere else. I mean, a blue would have matched, but logically thinking, which we don't always do on the colouring because we like to be more creative, we wouldn't really, it wouldn't match, you wouldn't buy matching sauce bottles to your decor of your ice cream shop, would you? You would buy the ones that people like the best, or that are the best value for money or whatever. So that green is a bit of an odd colour. Maybe you might choose something else. I don't know. Anyway, we've got our fruits to do before we finish this little bit. Whoops. I'm going to grab the 57 for the pears. Rather like pears in this colour. That green is really worrying me. I'm really not liking it. I'm not sure what those all are. I'm going to do the... No, we're going to do the apple in number 52. Got a really new one. Nice new 52. Yeah, I raided my husband's pencil supplies and nicked some of his spare Ergos because he's got a lot. Yeah, I'm not liking that green. I'm going to go over it with this. This is the 35, so it's a sort of slightly greeny blue, and I'm hoping that if I go over it with this, it will look a bit bluer and fade back a bit. I've never coloured this colour before with these pencils. I've never combined these two colours. Definitely happier with it though. Now it looks like fairy liquid. Yeah, I'm preferring that. Okay, let's come down. We've got our sort of dispensing machines. Now I'm going to use a little bit of grey to do this these sort of whatever they are, number 8, the sort of things that you twiddle to get the things out. So I'm going to try and slightly fade them off so they look a bit shiny. So I'm putting a few more layers on that edge, less towards the middle, go from the other side, and then just stop so you've got a bit of a sort of shine on it. Yeah. And we're just going to do all of them the same. I think they would match. They look the same, don't they? And because we're trying to make them look shiny, it means if you miss a little bit on your colouring, it doesn't matter because it just looks like that was intentional, like you're trying to put a bit of shine in or something. It's all good. Keeps it simple. Now up here, we have a key. Trying to think about what to do with that, because remember with our little door we've really hidden it. So I'm thinking maybe I should be hiding my key as well. And when I first saw this page, I decided that I would make these really easy by colouring them in a glitter pen and just making them look like sherbety, shiny sherbety stuff. But I've changed my mind now. I have decided to do this bit in this colour too. So I am going to do them coloured, but I'm just going to do one each, let's try and say that properly, each one a different colour. So I'm not going to do these all multicoloured or these all multicoloured, they're just going to be one colour. It just keeps it a lot easier. We might do something a bit different with the balls or balloons or whatever they are, but with these we'll keep it simple. Now I'm grabbing 80 to do the sort of glass work. So I'm going to do this bit solid but light, and then sort of find a sort of centralish point on the side and leave a gap. So it's sort of, I might leave a gap up there as well, like that. Just make there look like there's a bit of shine. I know really we should colour over everything, including the candies, sweets, sprinkles, whatever they are, but oh, I didn't miss it there, never mind. But I think it's best, it's nice to let them look bright and shiny and, you know, bright colours and sort of tempting. So I'm going to leave them. That one's got, look, almost got bubbles in, like it's pop soda. We never use the word soda. We do, but not for soda water, fizzy water. But apart from that, we don't. Right, colours. Where should we start? This colour, what was that? Was that 23 or 29? I think that was 29. And so I'm going to use that for these. It feels like those are pulled out of there. So I'm just going to go over them. Now what you could do, if you want to make them look like they're shiny sweets, because a lot of sweets candies have a sort of shiny sugary coating, you could do a little white dot on each one to make them look shiny. I am not going to do that. That is just too much work, particularly on the really teeny ones. So no, I'm just just going to colour them in bright. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Now, on our key one here, I can't decide whether to make it the key the colour of the sherbet or the grey colour. So I'm going to colour my sherbet 20 in a pink. I'm sure that's what this is supposed to be, but I don't know for sure. And then this side, I think it'll be better in grey to look at sort of silvery rather than pink. Pink key's a bit old. It's quite a big key to open that door. I'm trying to point at the door, but you can't see, it's not in shot. But if you're colouring along, you'll be able to have a look at how teeny the key is, about half the size of the door. And there's actually no lock in the door either, but we'll pretend that's fine. And thank goodness the key isn't that small, because goodness knows how I'd have coloured it if it was. There we go. There's a sort of pink stuff. Pink stuff. So back to our key, or else I might forget. Number 80. I'm basically just gonna fill it in, leave a few gaps to make it look metallic. And it does stand out. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to use a different pink, well, the 61 for this one. We're going to do all sorts of pinks and stuff, nothing else really. I think pink is more attractive for sweets than any other colour really, but you may completely disagree. If you like lime, lemon, or the sort of violets, blackcurrant, that sort of thing, do them. You know, it doesn't really matter. Now, we've done 20. What's that? That's 25. We haven't done 25 up here. What do we use 25 for? Oh, the flower. So do this one as 25. It's pretty, isn't it? Another sort of looks like maybe sprinkles. I remember there used to be a place, a restaurant, I'm trying to think, was it the Harvester, where you could eat as much ice cream as you liked. At the end of them, you could pay for your pud, and you could have limitless ice cream, and it had all the sprinkles and things. And I went with somebody, I don't know who, 23, and they didn't get any ice cream, they just got a bowl of sweets, because it was like, you know, various sort of different sweets and sprinkles, and they just ate a bowl of sweets. It might have not been someone that was with me, it might have been another child that I was observing while I was just, it was funny. So you could have limitless salad at Harvester. I don't know if it was limitless ice cream, whether that was at Domino's. No, Pizza Hut. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. It's interesting, I was having a chat with my friend in America this morning, and she was saying she'd never had a curry, which was interesting. In fact, I hadn't had a curry until after I met my husband when I was 26. This is 33. It's just not something. I'm going to do all these in blues. It's just not something that my family ate. Now you could make them darker on the outside and lighter towards the centre to make them look more spherical. I'm going to attempt to do that, but I don't see anything wrong at all with just colouring them in plain, just block in the colour. Or, you know, if you've got some nice metallic pens or, oh excuse me, I've got an itchy nose, metallic pens or sparkly pens, you could use those. You know, it's these are just like decorations, so I think they would be bright and cheery, and there's no reason why they wouldn't be metallic or shiny. I'm not really succeeding in getting it looking dark on the edge. I'm finding it quite tricky, to be honest. But yes, you were saying she never had a curry, that's right. I was thinking about what sort of, I'm sort of going to work through all the blues, apart from the one we 3 blues, I think. This is number 3. And I was thinking, I think we've got at least 3 curry places in our town, but we have such a big mix. We have Italian, I think there's only one Italian, two Italians I can think of. We have Thai food, we have fried chicken, we have a sort of American sandwich shop that's just opened with sort of pastrami on rye, sort of New York style, I guess is what they say. I mean, I don't know, I've never been to New York. But 63. I'm ending up just colouring them, not worrying about trying to make them dark on the outside. It's too tricky. We think we have a couple of greasy spoon caps, as they call them, which are very English, like cooked breakfasty type things. One of them I think is Greek, although it serves English food. I know, it sounds weird. Back to number 33. Gonna do this. Yeah, let's do the big one. We have a couple of Japanese places that just opened with bubble tea and noodles. We have lots of coffee shops. We have 4 pizza places. One, we have like Domino's, which is a big chain. We have Capriano's and Papa John's, all big chains, but we have an independent sort of local business as well. And there we go. I'm wondering whether to do all of this colour first. Yeah, I'm going to just keep going with this colour. Yeah, so we have loads, and I think it's because the high streets in the UK are really changing. I don't know if this is the case with all countries, but because of online shopping, people don't tend to use the high street in the same way anymore. They go there for community activities or things that you can't buy online. So coffee shops still do very well, and cafes and things, because you can't really order coffee online, you know. You can order fast food. A lot of them, the cafes and restaurants, have a sort of delivery service. I think I can do this big one. But you can't, if you want to socialise with a meal or drink or whatever, you know. And so there are sort of also some pubs and bars and things like that open. And then another thing is second-hand shops, charity shops that sell second-hand items. They don't tend to sell online, so a few of them do. So you sort of have to go to a shop if you want to get that. And then people like rummaging through the clothes and things like that to see what they're like. Being as the second-hand, you sort of want to see it rather than just buying it. Though, of course, people do go on places like Vinted and eBay and stuff. Used to be a car boot sale app as well. I don't know what happened to that one. Anyway, and community things. So our high street has got a few dentists, doctors, that sort of thing. Right, number 3. So, and the library has moved into the town centre. So we've got all that going on. And estate agents are quite popular still in the town centre. They like to display in their windows different places that are either available to buy or rent. So they still seem to have high street space, even though everything is online. No, I sometimes look in an estate agent's window if I'm just browsing past and nosy. But usually if I want to see what's for sale locally, I look online. I do like looking at houses for sale. It's because I'm so nosy. So if a house comes up for sale near me and I walk past it, I think, oh, I walk past that house every day. I want to know what it's like inside. I might even know vaguely the people that live in there. Oh, know them properly. You know, because you see people going in and out maybe. So you want to have a nose. I'm so nosy. No, can't pretend I'm not. I'm the sort of person that walks down the street and just looks through people's windows. No, so if I'm around, shut your curtains. Although shutting your curtains in, is it Holland? I think there's one country where if your curtains are shut in the day, it indicates you're up to no good. Because you don't want people looking in. We shut our curtains when the sun shines in to keep the house cool, but maybe they don't need to do that. I don't know. I like the idea that people are thinking I'm up to no good in my house. Number 63, unfortunately. Usually I'm a good girl, apart from nosing in people's windows and at their properties online and stalking people on Facebook. Do we all do that? I haven't done it for ages, but I remember the first social media site I was on was Friends Reunited. Do you remember that one? Where you could put in your school year and then sort of find people and nose at them. And they would leave always a very, very positive message about how amazingly well they're doing, that they're a managing director and they've got so and so amount of beautiful children and they live in this amazing house and they went on and did a PhD and all this sort of thing. And then sort of Facebook came along and people used that instead, and I used to try and find people that I knew from my school and things like that just to see what they were doing, but I don't do it anymore really. Some people I'm in school with I'm friends with on Facebook, but I'm not so nosy about that anymore. I realise now, there's a funny bit on there, I don't know what it is. I realise now that most people don't put I'm not saying the truth, they do put the truth, but they only put on what they want to put on. They don't share every detail of their lives. I don't blame them. So it can make it look like someone's got a fantastic life, better than yours, and yet they probably haven't. Or they might make it sound like they've got a terrible life when they probably haven't. Some people do the whole attention thing. They want to sound like things are bad. Now, we haven't done these labels in front of the ice cream, so I'm gonna do them in I know, I haven't used this colour yet. Let's do them in 43, why not? It's a sort of apricot-y colour. Some people want to make things sound bad so they can get some sympathy. Some people want to make things sound really good so they can show off their life is good. But no one has really bad and really good all the time. Everyone has a mix. So, actually, is that ice cream this colour? No, I made it toffee, didn't I? Oh well, doesn't matter. So, people usually get a mix, like we all do. So, it's just not the full story. So don't let it get to you if people seem really down or really happy. It's probably not exactly what's going on. Anyway, 3 days and we finished this very detailed picture. I'm liking it actually. Now I did say that I was going to decide whether to do a darker coloured stripe at the end, and I don't want one. I rather like the white bits in it. It sort of goes with this background as well. Not that I was going to do anything for that anyway. I think it works. It looks like as I say, it looks like a bag, a candy bag. I don't know if you get them all over the world, but sometimes when you buy sweets, pick and mix or whatever, you get a striped bag. It's not usually blue, sometimes it is, or green or pink or red and white, and so that's what it sort of looks like to me. I think I've got one in here actually, somewhere to show you. Anyway, I like this. It looks a strange colour in my camera. It looks like it's lime green. It's more like a neon green, but that's a shop in my town. But they do this one, but it's got a little handle which they don't normally. But that sort of thing is what I was trying to do there. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience for staying to the end. I hope you have a really super Wednesday, and hopefully tune in tomorrow for something different. But thank you for watching and happy colouring.